We're talking about the Rose Leaf Foundation. It's an organization empowering young people who have aged out of the foster care and children in kinship care right here in South Carolina. Joining us to talk more is Felicia Coleman.
Felicia, how are you today?
Good. Thank you for having me. How are y'all?
We're doing good. All right, let's go ahead and talk a little bit about your organization in general. For people who are unfamiliar, can you kind of explain what y'all do here for the Midlands area?
Sure. So, as some people may or may not know, there is an age range with foster care.
Yes.
Usually it's 18. Some can stay up to 21 if they have homes. But for the majority of children or young adults, I guess is what you would want to phrase them as, once they age out of foster care, they're on their own. It's kind of like, once we graduate high school and we go off to college, we're semi on our own, kind of have our parents, kind of don't. But the difference with young adults who are aging out of foster care is that they don't have that support. So our organization is trying to do a little more than filling the gaps. We're trying to actually build bridges. So to provide support for those people who are leaving out of foster care, whether that's we do a few financial support, but also whether that's support on finding a job, depending on the type of background you come from. Some of them may have minor criminal records. We've done things with expungements to get off what we can. We've paired people with mentors who are interested in being in a particular area, because a lot of these young people don't really know anybody because they've been locked in the foster care system.
And then on Saturday, you all have an event, Race to Thrive 5K
Yes.
over at Saluda Shoals Park. And we want folks to know they can come out and get involved and make a difference.
Absolutely. So if you like to run or walk, if that's your thing, it's not my thing.
I'll walk. How's that?
But so I will say, you don't have to run. But if you like to run or walk, you can register on our website. It's www.roseleaffoundation.org. We are still taking registrations. But the funds that we raise for that go to support our programs. So that goes to give our young people counseling and support. If they need to get from point A to point B, we provide the financial means for them to do that. And we will have somebody on site at the Race to Thrive if you're interested in getting involved in volunteering, or if you even work with an organization that works with children or young adults who have aged out of foster care, we'd love to partner with you and get those individuals some help as well. But it's going to be a fun time Saturday.
I was going to say, you are really that support system for these young adults. Talk about that, how important that is to make sure that they always have somebody to lean on.
Well, again, I go back to people like us, or people who come from a two-parent household, or who basically just individuals who weren't in foster care. They have that support behind them. They know I can always go to this person. Those who grew up in foster care, they don't have that. And so as much as we love a good Cinderella story for, a good tearjerker, we want them to know you don't have to be that. It's not always about where you start. It's about where you end up. And they have dreams just like other kids who didn't grow up in foster care. They have aspirations, and they need to know that those dreams and aspirations are attainable, even though they started off in a rough spot.
Felicia, thank you so much. We want to make sure we spread the word when it comes to the Rose Leaf Foundation, and make sure people know they can come out on Saturday. They don't have to run.
You don't have to run.
They can walk.
Relax.
The weather is going to be fantastic, so we'll make sure we get this posted
Thank you so much.
over on our social media platforms. Thank you, and stay with us. Much